And as always, we return to Half Hour Henshin, the only tokusatsu show that we try to speedrun every week.
And sometimes fail. Yeah.
And mostly fail.
Yeah. 30 minutes has just become a suggestion over time.
And speaking of which, because we got a lot of extra things to go with, as always, I am Sleepy Witch, joined by...
DJ Azure, 2.5D, here talking tuber. And this week, we are starting off with not Geats, but...
Revice X Geats, baby.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, what is it? Movie Battle Royale? Oh,
Movie Battle Royale. Featuring Kamen Rider Ryuki.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, apparently a lot of people did not like the fact that Ryuki was only in it for like
30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say when the posters and stuff were coming out, it literally felt like it was like, oh, you know, it's like Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. Just play through
and Knuckles. Yeah.
Yeah.
But on like, I forgot, did you actually watch Revice?
I have not yet. So
okay.
I had been spoiled about the ending with Vice being gone. I don't remember how, but I knew about that already.
Mm-hmm.
But I had almost no context, and considering the first half of the movie is like Revice entirely, I was like, okay, cool. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Actually, I know how you know about Revice not being there. We watched Dawn Brothers. That's how you knew that Vice was gone.
Mm.
You remember the MVP episode?
Right. Okay, thank you, Dawn Brothers, yet again. Hey, Dawn Brothers, gone but not forgotten. Always in our hearts. We'll talk about the Dawn Brothers and Senkaiser movie whenever we can watch that with subtitles. Anyway,
I think that was like September. But yeah, like, it's actually really nice. They give us a really, really nice recap of the series. But it's actually one of the biggest things about this that, like, there's a new family member, and they extract a demon out of it, and that's like the new main character or like main MacGuffin character of it, and everyone gets wrecked in this like first fight.
Yeah, everyone gets wrecked. We get through. Well, we have a lot to talk about. We're not going to be going as much as synopsis, just mainly our thoughts.
Yeah.
I think the big thing is like that first fight where they get wrecked and Ikki gets thrown out. You know, sometimes fights happen in tokusatsu and you see someone basically get like thrown off a building and fly through a bunch of shit. They land and they're like, oh, you know, they're bruised, they're whatever. But this time dude was like dead.
Yeah, he was on the brink of death. He was like, it's like, we got a great like meme format in like, which path are you gonna take? And I was like laughing. I basically like, I basically send that to people. I'm like, it's like, hey, new meme format.
No,
like, pick a path.
It's good. I mean it's an old meme format, but in Kamen Rider now. Really good. Dug the vibe. His comeback as Vice with Vice was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that dumb snake thing. That thing's adorable.
Oh, dude, I love that thing. I mean, that's the reason why I use it for like my raid alert. There's actually a scene in Revice where like a bunch of like grunt characters like just start beating up on it, and I said, oh, I'm gonna use that GIF. Yeah, as my raid alert.
I feel like once I need to get back into animating. I'm gonna animate. I want to set up some raid alerts, but it's gonna be the Bugnarok guys, like getting shot and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, cool stuff on the Revice side. Baby gets abducted. Baby gets devil taken out of. We switch to Geats.
Yeah, because these movies, like the movie war series, is basically like, you know, it basically shows one series side and then another series side, and then we get to like the movie war portion, which is where they combine. But I really love this because like we start a new game.
My favorite part of this entire movie was that we just ran into a board game cafe, and Neon, Ace, and Kawa are all in complete like almost Final Fantasy cosplay. They're like just playing D&D or something in the corner. And that I was losing my mind at seeing Ace sitting there like a thief outfit.
I mean, I actually, he looks more like he's wearing like an Akira outfit, like Tetsuo's. Like, no.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but he kind of looked like a almost, you know, like a protagonist or like a thief or ranger. Nago was a witch, and then we got Tycoon as a priest. Funnily enough, but anyway,
Everyone's wearing such funny outfits in this. Like Sumuri's wearing like this freaking vampire outfit.
Yeah, Sumuri shows we see Sumuri who's being at this point controlled, but we don't know that. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, was because this happens way before the stuff we've gotten to. I'm like, was this like prototype Baroba?
I know, right?
Especially with like the attitude and everything. And all I could think of is like, did this test so well in the screenings that they basically decided to make another character like this?
I wouldn't be surprised, but it's super cool because like, you know, they have a game where they have to like, you know, like run away from devil riders. And then one of my favorite parts about this movie is just George's existence, because George is my favorite character from Re-Rise, because George is amazing because he's just a Kamen Rider fanboy and I love him so much.
Yep.
Oh man, when he called himself a passing rider Kamen Rider fan, I was laughing even harder because that's just a reference to Decade, because Decade calls himself just a passing through Kamen Rider, and we will get to Decade later. So,
funnily enough, we will. But anyway, cool movie. We get to see the writers fight. It turns out that the lady from Happy Spawn and Neon know each other because they're both YouTubers. Ace and Icky just knew each other from visiting the bath where their family works.
Yep.
And
it was
Keiwa
actually the final scene of the go on.
And Keiwa and the other Icky brother just died.
yeah, they die so quickly.
They just die. I felt really bad. I did really love that scene because it's like, let me see the devil inside of you. And it's like the devil inside of Kay was just like, I'm just a man looking for world peace.
And we will get to that when we talk about Geats.
Bro, he's I love him. He's just doing his best. He wishes nothing. Even his bad side wishes good for the world.
I know. I was laughing so much when I saw that too. Oh man, but yeah, I was like really smiling, and then we get to like the movie war portion where we get our main rider villain, which is Kamen Rider Fortnite. I mean Sheikah.
Yep, Kamen Rider Seeker. With the deer, with the whole vibe of that thing, I wish he was like Kamen Rider Dozer or something.
But Sheikah, it means deer, so
yeah. And basically, dude's OP for a bit because he's using, I forget what the belt was, the new belt,
power driver
that Geats got after the movie. And I mean, oh yeah, we forgot to mention the Ryuki Riders show up.
Oh yeah, I mean they're barely in the movie, so
they show up, they kick ass, and then they're gone.
Yeah, I mean, and we do get some like cute scenes with them like out of costume as well too, because like, you know, it makes sense. But, and then we actually get a duel between game masters, which is also pretty sick as well too.
Yep, we had a new game master who's controlling everything. We had a sick duel. It was weird seeing Girori again because I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. Stuff hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. One of the things that made me laugh about, like, you know, them putting on the mask is like, I'm just like, oh hey, cool. That's a cute way of
switching to the suit actor.
Yeah, to have the stunt actors do the fight. That's actually a cute way of doing so.
Yep. I mean, it was cool. He kills a man. They save the baby with some really good rider kicks, honestly. They had some...
It's a movie, they have to.
Yeah, no, the effects on it were really cool. Everything was vibing. But the main thing is that the game was the Rider Royale, which is what we're getting to this week on the Geats episode. Other big thing, again, a good Keiwa scene at the end of that movie would basically be like, what is it you want to fight for? And it's like a world where no one has to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
But speaking about the world where everyone has to fight.
Yeah, and it's really sad too because we had to see Vice leave again.
Yep.
I mean, I know a lot of people have like a lot of issues with Vice, but I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, but also, it's like I said, it's really cute, and it's really funny too because we do get to see Ryuki and Knight talk to each other, and we're gonna see Knight later on in this episode of the podcast as well too.
Yep.
So much foreshadowing as a joke. Just talking about this movie first. Oh my god.
But yeah, but also, yeah, anyway,
fun movie.
Yeah, last big thing to mention. Icky goes away. Ace uses his wish to make sure that or Vice goes away. Ace uses his wish to make sure Ikki can remember him. I'm still wondering why he could have just said Ikki could stay alive or Vice could stay alive, but who knows?
But actually, a big thing about Revice that you didn't know about was that in the show it actually was a thing where he was actually using up his memories every single time he used his powers, and he basically lost all of his memories by the end of the show and had to regain back his family's memories, but at the same time lose Vice through through a really heartfelt fight. So like the whole memory thing was actually a really kind of really nice thing for him for Ace to have wished for.
Yeah, it's very sweet. But we must move on. Geet.
Yeah.
Rider Royale. Geet shows back up and they beat up the game.
Yeah, they just immediately beat him up, and I'm like, okay, honestly, good riddance.
Honestly, deserved, absolutely deserved.
Oh man, and then we get Swell, the progenitor, and he even calls himself the final boss. So it's like, yeah, we're definitely in the end game, because
I mean, yeah,
episode 34, we have roughly about 12 episodes, I'm assuming, left at the least. 15 at the most.
15 on average, I want to say.
Yeah. Also, it's really funny too that we and it's funny that we talked about the movie first, because they actually do show a scene from the movie, because the Desire Royale like logo is the same as the one from the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, and then showing like losers in this game will never become Kamen Riders, which is really cool. Like, seeing rules in the middle of the episode. And then someone on Twitter said it, and I was laughing no. Someone in the live watch of the Raw said it, but they were joking around about the homeless supporters because they don't have their special like place to watch it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, we get to see Kayla and his sister reunite.
We get to see some bad stuff with. I don't know if Karaka's doing that just to get him back, but like, making a deal with Baroba to bring him back, but basically at the expense of his sister participating as well now is rough.
Yeah, and it's really messed up too, because like just the idea of like, Desire Royale, only one can do it. Like, it's essentially like it's pretty much proving that Buffa was right.
Yeah,
let's be real.
But I mean, yeah. Buffa's right. He's just an asshole about it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Buffa's right, but Gita's also right, because like everyone, the thing that I don't like is between him and Tycoon, that them basically going like the goddess has any agency. The goddess was basically taking it as being forced against her will to do this. I don't think you can blame her for this, But yeah, no, them being into the same battle royale round is rough. The Neon and Kyun talk was cute. The what's it called? The Tsumuri and Ace talk was super cute. They're adorable with their doing their sibling thing, and I'm just kind of like, look, now I'm waiting, especially because he's like, that's not a way for my sister to act. And all I'm saying now is like, now I'm thinking about that time when I make that wild theory about her actually being his real sister, and now that she's maybe having goddess of creation powers, I'm like, holy shit, there's no way, right?
There's no way
that
we're gonna have Geets, actually like turn water into wine.
Look, he's not beating the Jesus allegations yet. We'll see.
Oh man. And then the entire fight scene is like, it's actually really like, we see Neon and Sarah like talk to each other. Also, I mean, like now that we're seeing her a lot more, don't forget that Sarah's actor is the real life sister of Oni's sister's actor.
That's adorable.
Yep.
That's cute. Anyway, Sarah's super adorable as we participating. Nudge Sparrow shows up and he's a dick as always. It was really funny because when he gets his thing to become a Kamen Rider, I was like, oh, he looks so cute and innocent.
Yeah, and then mentally I'm just like, I'm tired of this dude. I'm so like, I mean, at the same time, he did nothing during the last game.
Yeah.
He did like nothing at all. So now that he gets to participate, I'm just like, I'm so tired of Notch Sparrow. So much.
Yep, and I'm really wondering what's going on with Karaka, because he obviously did this so that he's he got Baroba to help by being like it's gonna be misery when they when they have to kill each other. But then with Karakaraka being humans got to hit rock bottom before they overhaul himself. This is gonna be an important moment for him. I'm like, oh shit, bro. I'm worried now.
Yeah.
Then Geats
Oh
shows up
man.
and saves them from Buffa, which is intense. But also, I really love just how the whole vibe of the fight of he does like teleport behind you just to do like a weak punch. The guy turns around and then it's like distraction. Bye.
Yep. Yeah, like it's really good, but yeah, like since we're seeing like all that stuff about how Kawa is like, a world where people like, like it's like we haven't saved enough people yet, like, people are still fighting, like yeah, my friend actually like said like saying, oh wow, we're actually finally getting seen we're finally seeing hints of the devil that Kagero saw in Kawa.
Maybe
Like,
so. Maybe so.
yeah, like almost like that perfect world at any cost, because
Yep.
he's getting angry for once now. He's
Yeah.
finally getting angry.
I really wish again. The only thing that bugs me about this is that I feel like he's getting angry because he like doesn't really have the full information. Because
Hmm.
every time he's talked to Geets has never been like, well, she's being controlled. We need to stop her from being controlled. Geets has just been like, she's done nothing wrong.
Mm.
And so I don't know. If it's one of those things like it feels like it's a misunderstanding. So I hope that when it's resolved, it's not just a misunderstanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the same time, he's also really angry that like, he had to see his sister participating because he doesn't want his sister to participate. Hell, he doesn't want anyone to participate in the game.
Yep.
So like, what is it? Geets wants to like Geets just wants to see his mom, honestly, and finally sees his mom and like wants to save her now. That's his thing, and that will end his wish will end the game. Kawa's wish is to bring everyone back and make sure that the game doesn't happen again, so people don't have to fight. So that would end the game. And Buffa just wants to kill every other wants to eliminate common riders, and that would also end the game. So everyone literally has an end game plan now.
Yep.
So, well, except Neon. Like Neon just wants to find love. But I mean, I'm not sure what else Neon can do because
Neon's
like
whole vibe is that her current wish is a world where no one remembers Neon. So man, I feel like we're gonna see some drama with that later. Like I feel like that's setting up the like angst. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Poof.
I mean, like for all we know, she's gonna accept Kyun's offer to go to the future. Let's be real.
I feel like they're setting it up like that, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if
And
it'll be that easy. I don't know. I feel like maybe one of the supporters is gonna die. I don't think they're all making it out of this.
yeah. Also, Kekaro was mean this episode. Like Kekaro is finally getting emotion out of Kawa, which is something he wanted, and I'm like, you ass.
Yep. Again, the whole deal with Baroba, everything to set it up is I don't trust him. That's why I told you that like I love that his actor looks like he's this like mean Yakuza guy. Because it feels like like a Yakuza dude who found a prospective talent. You know what I mean? Where it's like you have potential and I can't wait. But in the process of doing that, it's like, well, now he's coming over to do bad things.
Yeah. Oh man, and after that, our rule for this week is the Desire left standing at the end will be allowed to decide its world's fate. So literally, just to say in the show, will the Desire Grand Prix be allowed to persist in the world or not? So
Yep.
that's another thing too. Like that's a big thing. Like does the DGP have a right to exist? And then what happens in the preview for next episode? All right, we're getting more Notch Sparrow. Yay!
That's your
I'm
favorite.
so tired of this dude.
I'm sick of this guy. Get him out of here.
Basically, yeah. So everyone's literally fighting for everyone has a reason to fight now. Really, which is
I'm just waiting.
Kind of expected.
I'm just waiting to see what more we're gonna get. I'm waiting to see if anyone else is gonna get the Laserized Buckle add-ons. But yeah, Geats continues to be super exciting. It was more to talk about stuff relating to the movie than the actual episode. But
Yeah, but I mean, like the movie kind of set up, like even I mean, kind of what we're talking about now, even though like it just barely because of stuff. But Masahiro Inoue, the actor for Kamen Rider Decade, releases original tokusatsu today. Well, not today, on Sunday actually. Yeah, it's called Jisadis, and we don't know much about it yet, but it looks really cool.
And you can find it on GGE channel at YouTube. We will link to this directly. It was they had like a first episode. It was really cool. A big fan of a lot of the cinematography. It was like a night. This first episode, other than that first scene, was basically in this really nice limited setting. I feel like, were really nice and intentional with a lot of the shots. I feel like we need to just talk about what we liked about it in vibes and not spoil anything for people going into this, because especially because it's so new and we want to spread it out. The cinematography for the vibes, I feel like, was really good, especially going for like a darker tone towards the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As I've been telling everyone that as I've been telling, no, I mean, as I've been annoying the rest of my friends, I'm so excited that I get to see Inoue be a mysterious bastard again, because he pretty much acts like a Cheshire cat in this entire episode. And this first episode doesn't really give us much. We don't even see we don't see much action. But we do get a lot of mystery. Like, they're setting up a lot of stuff, and it even has its own opening song, and the suits look sick.
The suits look sick.
And the actor for one of the actors for Garo is in it, and Knight, Kamen Rider Knight, is actually also the actor for him is also in it as well too. So it's really cool. Like, Inoue is making his own show, and I really wonder how it's all gonna come out, because I really love like these small or like these kind of
indie productions almost.
Yeah, indie productions almost. I mean, like how kind of like how what's it called? It wasn't Toei, but we had Dogengers, which were like all the local heroes from Fukuoka and stuff like that all together, which is a great series that everyone needs to watch. And the new series is starting up, but like there hasn't really been a way for me to actually enjoy it right yet.
To watch it yet,
yeah.
I need to remember. I need to write that name down whenever we're done. But yeah, no. The opening thing, animatic thing, was really cool. It was really nicely edited. It was like, it's got cool vibes. It really hits that everything that you need for like this kind of opening, where like the vibes are all there, the transformations, a bit of a fight, some really cool special effects for like thematic stuff. It was really cool. I really like it. I really love his like outfit as a character. I think I've told you that I've eventually been gonna redesign Sleepy to be a little bit more like Sleepy, the avatar, to be a little bit more Toku inspired, and like me seeing that pink jacket, like taking notes.
So what actually made me laugh internally about this is just like kind of like a running joke with Decade in general. It's that he says a lot that it's not pink, it's magenta. So now he's actually wearing pink.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm a pink guy, so that doesn't even bug me. But yeah,
no, like it's super cool. Like, I love the outfit. And after that, we also saw like this kind of like weird cyberpunk world beforehand. So I'm really wondering how that's gonna take into place. So
But anyway, okay. great episode, really well paced. Can't say enough nice things about it. Also, I think technically the pink that I use is magenta too, but that's just because I go for like a CMYK. Seems like it technically does magenta. Anyway, and we're off. King Azure, final episode. We're vaguely on time.
I know, right? Yeah. We actually sped through everything pretty quickly.
Which means we're about to take 25 minutes to talk about this King Azure.
Oh man. Okay, so I really like how it starts with them like kind of doing their own roll call with the kids. Like, it looks so cute.
Oh my god, the kids are so cute. I also really love the last talk about it, how it it's that vibe where we're gonna get to this later. You see all the kids being like whatever, and they're talking, and they're like, they were called, and then it just like stop. Then it's like, we skip to the future. Gira's been captured.
Death Narok is just like just like it's like you're summoning the 3 for me, right? And he's not happy with that. And then we basically see like all the assistants like kind of like beat up except for Morphonia because we see Rita beat up.
Yep.
Yeah, like everyone got wrecked, and like they're all really like sad about it. And then Rockliz, I'm so tired of this guy showing.
I'm just sad that okay, we'll talk about that later because that has to do with a side character. But yeah, he shows up. Surrender yourself to me, or I won't use King Oja to save your countries. It's gonna be an order of loyalty. Everyone's like, bro, fuck this shit. Fuck you. So
exactly, like what's also really nice though is that everyone's like saying everyone else is like basically putting their faith in Gira. Like,
yeah, but
Gira can do this.
They're like, with the 3 guardian spirits, maybe we could make Legend King Oger, and they're like, we don't know if we can. The fate, we got to go deal with their things. And then we cut to Gira, dude's being basically tortured. I love seeing just everyone deciding, hey, we're basically just going to evacuate. Who cares if we lose the country as long as the people survive,
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool. It's seeing them like put everyone's priorities first is really nice.
Exactly. Yeah, they're putting their king, like they're putting their citizens first and not themselves. Hi, Rackliz.
Yeah, it's basically showing you the contrast with Rackliz, who's literally like, they're just a means to the end. I am the kingdom, while everyone else realizes that a kingdom, the same figure said at the beginning, a kingdom without people, what's the point of that?
After that, we see and after that, we basically see like small scenes with each of the kings and their assistants.
And I love the one with Yanma, before you were president, you're our Yanma. If you stop trying to be number 1, what's the point?
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, like yeah.
And I love how Himeno tries to play it off as like, I just don't want things that belong to me to get me given up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then and then probably like one of the sweetest scenes is Morphonia being Mofun for Rita.
It's so cute. It's adorable. I was dying. It was so adorable. Yeah. It's one of those movies like they're fresh.
Yeah. And it's because like like Gira changed like I wouldn't say changed, but basically gave them all like a new perspective. Like he basically really did like like he like even though he basically like put on that act of like I'm the evil king, you're part of my crew. It's like he basically wanted a crew.
Yep. I mean, like you said, he basically Luffy'd his way through this whole situation.
Yeah, he really did. But yeah, he didn't like. It's like everyone loves him, and it's great.
Yep. And my favorite thing is I love how basically they were about to give up, and their retainers need to help them. And then Deathrock is, telling Gira, like, I'm the king of the world, watch me destroy it. And he's like, no, there's already kings of this world, and they're not going to let this happen. Because Gira knew, even when they didn't know, that they would come and fight for.
Yeah. And then we get, and it's really funny too, because this entire sequence right after feels like a final episode.
Oh yeah, it's such a cool fight. They go really hard on some of the effects on the sword slashes too. They look really nice.
Yeah, because like this we have a suitless fight, which is something you do for a final episode. We get like a straight up roll call, like actually no, not even that, like an affirmation of like everything like of their ideals, which is like super sick.
Yep.
And
they take out Deathrock, for now. He retreats saying, and then I love how it's like, we don't actually have a plan now.
Yeah. But it's like it's really cool. It's like they're like like the way that they like, walk forward and basically like essentially like recite the fairy tale about like how the kings were not together, but they're together for the people. And then like
and not only that, but it's not so much also like it's like a fairy tale, but it's also like a knight's oath,
Yeah, and the other thing too, though, is like it's like and the best part too is like how Gear's like saying, "Wait, can I really stand with you guys? I'm not a king," and everyone's like, "Yeah, so."
I think my favorite part is how everyone like had their own way of saying it too, where Yama's brash and he's like, "Who gives a fuck?"
Yeah,
Jimena's like, "You're selfish enough to make them believe that lie." The Bowski's basically like, "Oh, your lies are so good they can even fool the greater gods."
yeah,
And Rita's like, "If it's to save people, it can't be a crime."
yeah, exactly. It's so good, and then they all work together. Like the gods actually show up, and it literally turns into the most OP thing. It's teleporting to all 5 countries, beating up the giant Bugnaroks.
Can we talk
Like
about my
one-shotting them.
favorite part? Is that one of the one in Scopa is just a snail with a gun. He's just a
I didn't even
snail
remember.
with a gun. What? That's so fucking good. That's so dumb. It's literally like a gun body, and the snail just rides on top. It's beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
kind of sad we didn't get that one to be like a main villain kind of guy. They defeat it. I love how everyone gets their cool little saying, and then fucking everyone like takes a little bit to say their saying before they beat up the guy, and then Rita's like, "Death penalty now."
Yeah, yeah. Death penalty was the funniest part. It's just death penalty.
Yep.
Yeah, like everyone got to shine in this episode, and it was perfect for every single person.
Everyone got to
And
shine.
then-
Even I would say even Rackles, who I think shined in his scumminess, where we instantly see, and Rackles immediately took action to claim credit for everything that just happened.
Yeah, okay, Hercule. Okay,
yeah,
Hercule.
that's what I was about to say. Where it's like, bro, I wish we would have seen another scene of our favorite background guy being like, "Kitty," like an actual scene focusing on it. Because I think he was in the crowd shot, but it's not the same.
Yeah. And then after that, like Death and Rock's like saying, "Oh, well, okay. Let's turn the world upside down." And then the best part, it was like the line, "Guess I can't afford to keep sleeping, huh?" And I'm like, wait a second. Are you saying that this narrator the entire time is, and on the next episode of King Oger?
Yep, on the next episode of King Oger, we see the funeral for Gira. Some really funny, like, I guess this is how Gira's trying to say he's come back to life, quote unquote.
Yeah.
An
Yeah.
uncanny Spider-Man causes a commotion. I'm just an
Yeah.
old-fashioned storyteller. And I've been telling you how I've been vibing with the opening being like a storytelling, like almost kabuki style thing. And I'm like, oh, yo, or like Rakugo. And it's like, yo,
Yeah.
there he is.
Yeah, like
Also,
yeah, I did like I mean, like obviously they would have had to like have cast him like long ago, but the fact that they kept him a secret as the narrator until now,
yep,
was so good.
I really dig it. I really dig it. My other favorite thing is I think this is the introduction of the I think 5th Himeno wig.
No. We saw the Red Jimeno wig before, like I think about 3 episodes ago.
Okay. We're just reusing. I didn't remember the Red Jimeno wig off the top of my head, but you know what? Yeah. Oof.
Oh man. Hey, we actually only went over by 3 minutes.
Oh, so far, yeah. Technically, we can keep going. But I think that's a good sign to wrap it up. We spent.
Oh my god.
I mean, Geats was great. The Revice movie was really cool. Some amazing special effects for that. In like summary, Geats continues to be looking good. Oof, King Oger hit me right in the heart. And also,
like I said, it was basically it was filmed like a final episode, which is the funniest thing to me.
Yeah, it was good.
It had budget.
Yeah, it did. And then Gigasaurus from GGE channel. Gigasaurus, that's what it is.
Gisaurus. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what I cannot wait to see like what the first transformation will look like for that. I'm excited to see what he comes up with.
Yep. Everything's looking cool, and I guess as we get more Gisaurus episodes, we'll probably start talking about that here too.
Yeah.
And with that, we will see you next week. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Later.
This program is brought to you by
Our Unending Love of Tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.